Good evening, dread subs, dread doms, and all other dread participants in this non-Euclidean orgy. Welcome to Blood from a Stone, a tale of love and dread in RPG. My name is Philip, and I am the Dread Master, or as some people in this game insist on referring to me as, the Dread Daddy.
Dread Daddy.
And I am joined by our wonderful Dread subs, also known as the players. Say, good evening, players.
Good evening.
Good evening, Dread Daddy.
How is everyone doing tonight?
Good. I just realized this light makes my teeth look so yellow.
Wow. Oh man, you should have sung it like Coldplay. And they were so yellow.
That's
wow,
better.
You look really washed out now. You look so much better in the other light.
You look sick.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm singing about
Okay.
going to the
I can't be with Lauren in this condition.
I just checked in to see what condition Lauren's condition was in.
Then yeah, it's what you think.
Does this look like I'm drinking something with an egg yolk floating in it?
No.
Because that's what KJ really thought a couple of weeks ago in Dreamlands. She was
It's like
why are you drinking an egg?
What is that?
It does look like a whole lemon, though.
It is
Yes.
it is a rather large lemon slice. I'll tell you that much.
It's a lemon wedge.
Quite frankly, it is even. It is. Is it a? I know it's a segment of a circle, but what is it of a sphere? Is it a segment of a sphere?
Yes.
No idea.
Do I dare to eat
Lemon
a peach?
half?
That's proof. Lemon half. It's not quite a lemon half. Come on, guys. Let's not be crazy. Speaking of being crazy, I am going to light a Brine Water Tides candle tonight. I know this is the most recent candle that I burned on last Sunday's Lore by Candlelight, but we are on an island, and I've yet to burn. Well, I burned Mountaintop last week because we were on a mountain. That was also the previous one, but the point is I'm burning this guy. Oh man, that's nice. Go to cantripcandles.com if you ever want to buy candles. That's all I'll say. This game isn't, this game, they do not endorse this game in any way. I should add to that very clearly.
Well, we don't know that they disavow it.
We don't know, but I am not going. I mean, I probably shouldn't even bring up cantrip candles in this game. But they're nice people, so buy their products, but don't. This is not associated with them. Especially not with what's about to happen. Because, speaking of this game, when last we joined our intrepid crew, they had been viewing a film set in the final Dreadland that we had yet to sort of spend some actual playtime in. Mons Longavis, the ancient mountain. We met a sort of team of very interesting kind of explorers who had been caught by the mist surge but had managed to survive. They were joined by the manager, now a vampire, and eventually by the bounty hunter. And while they went deeper into the mountain trying to find the perfect gamma spot, they kind of for the Jeremy remembers the joke whenever everyone said it's fine. As they sort of were going into the mountain just trying to find the right spot for the radiation, elsewhere they were being viewed by the Dread subs, Dallas, London, Jakarta, Florence, and Zurich. I will mention that Omaha and Montreal are still back in the Dread subs. Just in case some stuff's about to happen, I'm just letting you guys know that as, you know, as a thing. In the room, the screening room, things with Lady Rhiannon and Dythe were sort of growing a little more contentious. And eventually, through some of the actions on screen, as people were trying to sort of deduce what was happening, as I think it was actually Dr. Helvetica Guston, PhD, who was leading the group, a famed explorer, leading the group through and taking perfect notes, managed to hit a sweet 13, which triggered a dreadstorm, but this dreadstorm functioned very differently than others, especially in its outset, because rather than the storm occurring there in the depths of that mountain, in the screening room, the purple phone rang. Jakarta answered it, handed it to Lady Rhiannon, who was very dismissive of the voice on the other end, hung it up, rang again. Florence took the phone, was told to pick a number between 1 and 13. It was rolled for, and because the dice actually loved me and wanted to give me a birthday present, the number 4 was rolled. And that meant that voluptuous energy surged across the screen, and as our explorers and mistwalkers entered a chamber where sort of it was not functioning within our reality, full of non-Euclidean geometry, that old fun, mind-melting chestnut, they began to engage in a very strange body-melding orgy, one that the manager was probably super not excited about. Also, Dr. Guston's map that was being drawn of the space turned out to be just like a very sort of sexualized drawing. So that was pretty, I thought that was a fun little grace note. Or G note. Anyway, as this was happening, Christy, the sort of interim blank-faced director of, or department head of story, sort of said, I told you they were all just horny. All dread subs are horny. That was kind of Christy's thesis, and that was paid off here. So, as a dread storm seems to be surging over the space, on the screen, those observed distant people in Mons Longavis are, or Longavis Mons. I say it both ways. It's kind of interchangeable. It's like in world, you know, it's a Princess Leia, Princess Leia thing where it's said both ways. The point is, it is in the first movie. That one dude says Princess Leia. I like that. I think that's good.
Wrong.
And some people say Han and some people say Han. I think that's good. It makes it seem more real. Anyway, as this all went down, as everyone kind of had a sinking feeling that... Oh, and I guess the voice did also warn Florence to tell her I'm starting the final experiment. As this was all going down, that is where we left off, so I think it is at this time that I am going to read the invocation for Chapter 156 of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. The dread clock is at the hour 13 for a dreadstorm rages now. Let's have some fun. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Chain, keep us together, running in the shadow. 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 Listen to the wind blow, my friends. So, with that, I'm actually going to leave this to your sort of words, your discussion, your thoughts. We don't have to roll for this unless you all are like, let's roll. Shall we begin? Under the mountain, or in the screening room. In other words, shall we begin with the pervs having the non-Euclidean orgy, or the pervs watching the non-Euclidean orgy?
My vote is watching.
Watching.
I would say roll for it. I mean,
You say roll for
I
it.
say roll for it.
We have 2 votes for watch, 2 votes for roll. Dan, you have not yet voted. You're muted.
I think roll.
All right. Then, and 13 will be something else. Oh, I know what 13 will be.
Everyone-
Zane, you said
Oh.
roll first. Why don't you do it for me?
yeah, baby, this is what I want. It's a 5, Daddy.
5. Evens was watch and odds was participate. So, under the mountain. Things are getting fun. I'm going to ask you all to go to your Savage Lore, Savage World sheets for your characters, Quincy, Helvetica, W.T. Baker, Ariel Kenwick, all these characters, and yours as the manager. I think at this point, I will require a will roll or an intellect roll, and I will let you choose which one you would like to do. Unless, of course, you feel that your character in this moment, in this circumstance, would freely give yourself to this experience. If you have any desire to resist what is happening,
I'll roll intellect. Can you roll a d13 for me?
I can roll a d13 for you. Yes, Jeremy?
No, I rolled the 5.
Okay.
Sorry, you said it was will or intellect?
Will or intellect, and tell me which one you're doing. Oh, you roll your d6 though, Dr. Guston. Remember, you also roll a d6 with all of these. Yes, Zurich?
Oh, I rolled a 5 for Will.
5 for Will. Quincy, 5 for you as well. Okay.
I'll roll intellect.
A 4.
Oh.
You'll go with that 4 there. Because I rolled bad on this guy. And not the fun bad, but like the super low bad. Yes, London.
I rolled a 12
A 12. Okay, so
and a 1 on the d6.
Dr. Kenwick is keeping it up. Mr. Manager.
I rolled a 7 for Will.
7 for Will. Okay. Everyone but Dr. Kenwick, though you all to varying extents, actually you have a 4 as well. So, I guess I need to roll for the bounty hunter. Okay. All right. I don't need to roll for the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter's fine with this. So the bounty hunter recognizes... The bounty hunter and Dr. Ariel Kenwick are sort of keeping their wits about them and recognizing a certain danger, but the bounty hunter is just going for it. Dr. Ariel Kenwick, everyone else is beginning to, like throw themselves at each other, and you even do notice... I'll just, even though this isn't why this specific thing would be happening, we'll say since Dr. Guston rolled the lowest, we'll go with that with a 4. You see, like, Dr. Guston is kissing someone, but is also kissing someone else at the same time. Like, there's 2 heads, sort of like almost like a like a Janus god, of looking in 2 directions at once. So the rest of you, though you have a sense of like stuff's changing, but ooh, this feels so good. Why does it smell like coconut? Dr. Ariel Kenwick, you do have a sense that something is strange, something is amiss here. Yes, Dr. Guston.
Okay. Do we have an awareness of the fact that are like two different versions of my body is being like kissed? Like what?
I think because you all rolled at least like one of the traditional excesses, but clearly you needed at least one raise here. And actually, Dr. Kenwick, you even know more than because you got to 2 raises with a 12. You definitely know something interesting is going on, but based on how well you were drawing stuff, you probably are just like, oh right, like that's part of it. You're probably not frightened of it in this moment.
What I'm trying to understand is this like a kaleidoscope situation? Like, am I doing the same movements, but is it?
Ooh, I like that. Let's do another analysis here for you. So roll a d6.
Okay.
Will Dr. Guston get? No, none of your things go to this, so it's just a d6.
4 again.
You have a 6 here as well, so unfortunately you have a normal degree. You have a 6, so you've gotten over 4 and 6. They both gotten over it with a 6, but you don't. It's like you're trying to focus that, but like you're feeling things you've never felt. It's like it's so pleasurable, and it's especially pleasurable to feel what Baker is feeling. Oh, whatever Baker's fingers are hearing right now is amazing. Yes, Dr. Kenwick.
Would I have the sense that these people are just seeking pleasure?
I think with a 12, let's go ahead and this is the end of what that roll will get you, because you also, Dr. Kenwick, though I believe we said the bounty hunter kissed you, if you want to be like backing away from this shenanigans, you may.
Are we still by that bridge? I forget.
You crossed through the bridge. You went through a winding tunnel and entered a room where this geometry suddenly is melting everyone's brains. So you are now deep. You do believe you are at the Gamma spot.
Okay, we're at it. Do I get a sense of what I can do to activate it or to find out something about it, or? You
know what? You absolutely, because of your presence of mind, if you would prefer to analyze, to start pulling out your radiation stuff and move away from the group, and instead start analyzing what the radiation in here is doing, you absolutely may.
I will.
So
because I probably also assume that this is happening because of that too. So
I think it's an understandable assumption for you to make. Go ahead and give me another intellect. This one, so you're gonna roll a d13 and a d6.
Okay.
Add 2. You get a +2. So ideally you'll get 15.
Okay, so 9 and a 2.
11.
14 together.
9 and 2 is 11.
Oh, I thought I added the 2.
No, you use the higher of the numbers.
Oh, okay, so 9.
9. So, and then you get to add 2 for your modifier, so you're at
11.
Never forget. Okay, so, with that, Dan loves every time I do it. Just every time. He's so tickled.
Hey, it's a good joke, you know?
So. That gets you to an 11. Would you like to re-roll that? You are not at a double, you're not going to get pulled in the orgy with that roll. But
Wait. Would I get to use the higher one? Or would I have to use what I rolled the second time?
Oh, you can stick with an 11 if you want to, yeah. But if you want to use your power to do that, that's fine. Okay, cool.
I will roll a second time. And how many oh, you're taking it from me?
I took it from you, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to spend 3 to do it, though. Sorry.
Nope. It would be an 11 because I got a 6 and a 4.
Okay, so sadly you're just. Oh, although I think. Wait, can you add? No, you cannot add power to your roll. That would be what you'd really want to do, is spend power to get it to a 12, but not in this system. So sorry. So, Dr. Kenwick, you feel that you were on the cusp of understanding how the radiation is creating this effect, this hedonistic sort of like sybaritic need they're having for this like sudden, and one that you, having your mind still with you, recognize that you are feeling as well. But you're able to sort of resist and just the way these devices feel in your hand, just like the thrumming of your meters, the throbbing of each, as just feeling the needle just every time the sort of the Geiger needle moves back and forth. You're just kind of like, ah, the kind of that vibe. As that is happening, you know that there is something you're not understanding about the incredible radiation in this room. You just can't focus. You're just too horny.
Okay.
Do you want to remain away from them working on this? Or do
Yes.
you want to go, or do you want to see if you could get that out of your system and then get some work done?
She's gonna try to stay away from all that. She's got work to do.
Cool.
And is this a situation where, like, we can talk? Like,
Absolutely.
Are we completely enthralled?
You're enthralled to the point that, like, you certainly are wanting to participate in this non-Euclidean orgy. But you are definitely allowed to sort of say anything, describe any actions you're taking along those lines. But the only person who is able to break away, and I do mean it both physically and like figuratively, is Dr. Kenwick, because the rest of you are, like, you're all feeling what each other's bodies feel. And it's intense.
This is absolutely overwhelming.
This is like what it was before. This is what I tried to get. This is why I didn't want. This is why I want to get out of here.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the other way. Down there. This is what it was like down there. Does this entire mountain make you horny?
No, this is like before. This is like when I was merged with someone else. Were you not listening? Oh my.
I'm a little busy here, darling.
I could have sworn I had pants on 5 minutes ago.
The bounty hunter will say, "Oh, are those your pants? And are those your pants? And are those your pants? And are these your pants?" And then her face opens up and it's like pants.
This is horrifying. As fun as this is, we've got to get out of here.
And go where?
I don't know. Across, down, around, to the side.
The bounty hunter kind of is just sort of like enveloping everyone and like being through it in everyone, and she'll sort of say, "Darling, I think the only way out is through."
Jesus Christ.
I'm so unfortunately aroused right now.
She'll sort of like she'll be kind of like with Baker at this point. I think she had sort of turned upside down and Spider-Man kissed him at some point.
Oh my goodness. This is somewhat like exploring the ancient ruins.
Oh, there's a lot of depths to explore in here, all right.
I don't mind losing control sometimes.
Absolutely. Why don't you grab hold of your stick, Mr. Pilot, and see what you can do?
Well, I don't mind if I do that. And he just goes for whatever.
You know what then? God damn it. Let's let some other people roll here. Because you're embracing things, Baker, give me a coordination roll. Let's see the dexterity you can use on everyone here.
You're gonna pilot something.
He's gonna hit the runway.
It's a 1 and a 2. But wait. I can use power to
You can spend
re-roll.
3 power to re-roll that whole damn thing.
I'm gonna do that.
And I'm gonna give you a +1 for navigation.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
That's a 12 plus 1. That's a dirty 13.
Dirty 13. The worst kind of 13. It should be the best kind, but that's just how it works. A 12. That is a So Baker, if what you want to do is instill pleasure, you are totally capable of doing that. You are able, basically, actually, Dr. Kenwick, as you're watching this, Baker seems to be, like, as he's, like, pulling, as you're seeing, like, his arms and legs kind of pulling everyone together, he's sort of, like, moving everyone, like Helvetica's, like, on one side, Supermaning off this way, and Quincy's on the other side, and he's basically turning them into an airplane. And then he's grabbing hold of something that is like a stick, and he's fiddling some controls that are other things, but every hand is in the perfect place, and he I think he could take it. I think he could make it through. I think he could take this. I think he could get this in for a landing, or off the ground. Which one should it be? Can he take? He can take this off in the storm.
We're about to join the Mile High Club.
There we go. Yep. Quincy, anything you'd like to do?
I don't know as much I can do except get down with it.
Understood. Then Quincy, you're a strong guy. You've got some heft to you. Maybe
Right,
you can,
I do.
Maybe you can sort of serve as the like hydraulics of this system for us. You know, you can get the sort of the legwork in.
Just tell me what to roll, Captain.
Let's do a physicality for you.
Right.
A D13 and a D6. And God, someone just roll a 13. How cool that would be.
Oh, it was really close to a 13. A 6 on the D13 and a 2.
A 2, so you'll go with a 6. You are not doing what Zurich is doing is like superhuman, or not Zurich, sorry. What Baker is doing is superhuman, just in terms of like you are all feeling this kind of erotic thrill. It's like in your mind you're imagining a voluptuous movie about pilots, like, you know. I don't want to
Like
go
a
into
sexy
it.
Top Gun.
Yeah,
Type
it's
thing.
like sexy Top Gun. Does anybody here remember the movie, the TV show Pensacola Wings of Gold from the 90s?
No.
All right. Well, I was gonna use an alternate title for it. The point is, as Dr. Kedwick, you're watching them like become this airplane orgy machine as they're just enjoying themselves.
Fuck machine.
This flying fuck machine. Who gives a flying fuck? Baker does.
Who gives a flying fuck machine?
Mr. Manager, it's just manager. Do you want to resist this, or will you also participate in this?
I'm trying to resist as much as I can.
Understood. Even despite the pleasure, even all of this, I think give me. Ooh. Yes, give me a vitality roll.
All right.
Dan, if you get a 13 here, you'll be my favorite. You'll be my favorite.
Go with that, unfortunately.
Okay, well that's still pretty high for you.
Yeah.
What was your other one? It won't be higher than a 10. Okay, a 10. A 10 is a double success, but it's not a triple. You want to re-roll it, or you want to keep it there?
Fuck it. Let's re-roll. Why not?
Spend 3 power. Give it a re-roll.
Nope.
No. Okay. I want you to additionally give me an intellect. This is just 2d6 for you.
4.
A 4. Okay. You are trying to, like, extract your body from theirs. It's not... You are getting that sort of panicked feeling that once again you are going to have your body merge. Unlike last time, there seems to be a lot more like liquidity, or at least lubrication, where the bodies seem to be able to like go in and out of each other. Not like that, but also like that. So as you're sort of trying to like extract yourself from this, you are feeling a pull, but you're also feeling like it might be possible. Because you have gotten a kind of like a normal success, a typical success with a 4, typical target, no raises with your intellect. You're basically just thinking that like you just need to detach yourself if you can just get out of this. If there's some way you can, like, unmerge yourself from the situation and not be this sort of... You don't want to be a part of this body.
Can I, like, both use my strength and also my mind to try and, like, free me in all senses of the term? Like...
Yes.
Like, because it's like on, like, a, you know, not just, like, on a physical level, but on a metaphysical level.
On a metaphysical... Well, okay, tell you what. Make a will roll for me. Not detect vibes, sadly, but just a will.
9.
9. You can definitely feel yourself pulling away. You could definitely feel yourself, like, if it's the plane, you can feel yourself kind of getting to one edge of it or another as you're sort of, like, pulling what is you. Go ahead and roll another vitality roll for me. It'll be that more than strength, I think.
7. I'm going to spend 3 power reroll.
Okay.
That's not yet. Nope.
With a 7. You... Mr. Manager, you are willing yourself out of it, and your spirit is ready to go. But your flesh remains just too entangled. And it should be noted, just in too much pleasure, because whatever muscle Baker is massaging is just delight. However he's tapping that dial is great. So it's hard to pull away, but you know you want to, but your flesh still isn't willing. But you do think you might have one other means of getting out of here.
Okay. It's like changing form?
Changing form. You're not sure what a bat would do in this situation. Because you'd still be a body. But you could mist yourself.
At that point, I will try and turn into a mist.
Give me one more vitality.
11.
In 11. I'm trying to think of... I'm going to give you a bonus right now that refers to all these people you're intertangled with. Because can you tell everyone what your knowledge bonuses are? I'm going to apply one right now.
Oh, yes. My knowledge bonuses are +2 to Dread Athletic Conference statistics. +1 to how businesses work. +1 to radio shows. But most importantly, +1 to type fonts.
This was not by design. Fable, you picked Helvetica as your name, and then everyone else did this. Zane, would you like to tell them what WD stands for?
Wingdings.
Yeah. This is just a little thing. All the rest of the names were things I'd pre-genned, and they added Ariel, Helvetica, Wingdings, and PA Pyrus to it. So yes. As you... What allows you to disconnect is the realization, Mr. Manager, that they have fonts. That's going to get you to your double raise.
Amazing.
And it is at this point that the manager turns into mist, turns into a cloud Baker, that you are flying your plane right through. You are putting your plane through this purple cloud. Dr. Kenwick, the cloud is also spreading through this whole chamber, even to you.
Can I get a read on it?
Absolutely. If you'd like to stand there and get a read on this, go ahead. Give me another analyze +2. So roll a d6 and a d13 and pick the higher of those.
Okay, 3 and a 4.
A 3 and a 4. Okay. And then you get to add 2, so that'll get you to a 6.
So 6.
Great. So with a 6, you get a reading on it. And this mist seems utterly devoid of radiation.
We're at cruising altitude now.
So, friends, you're at the cruising altitude. Dr. Errol, you've kind of stepped forward. You're here breathing it in. It is at this moment that a joy and pleasure unlike anything Quincy, Helvetica, or WD have ever felt, takes your bodies. What would you all like to say at the height of your absolute climax? A climax that is in every fiber and cell of your body and the bodies that are all connected together as you become a living airplane of orgasm. As you become a living flesh plane.
Ew.
What would any of you like to say or do at this time? You may say what you do.
Thank you for flying with the WD Airlines.
Well, I've discovered many wonders of the world. This was certainly up there with all 7 of them.
I'll certainly be clapping for this ant landing.
Quincy, you're clapping something, certainly. Whether it's cheeks or hands. Or
I'm
all at the
clapping
same
everything.
time. Or wings. It's all clapping.
The applause.
So weird.
This ending, as this happens, and Dr. Kenwick, as you get your readings on it, it is at this time that you 4 living beings are so suffused with the mist that you instantly enervate and die. For Baker, Guston, and P.A. Pyrus, it is a moment of absolute pleasure, normally only experienced in Voluptua. And honestly, it would be a real banger in Voluptua. Like, you guys have had a great one. But as the flesh plane, like, the wings go limp and collapse in this kind of shuddering joy, Dr. Errol Kenwick, you get your reading. What is the last thing you say as the mists suffuse you?
Huh, so that's how Wingding got his nickname.
And with that, you two, with your honestly, if you'd like Kenwick to climax, it's not going to be as good as what everybody else got, but you are holding some thrumming stuff and you feel everything everywhere, so that's up to you. The point is, as you fall down with your Geiger counters and radiation readers, as they all just collapse, Mr. Manager, you as mist feel yourself spreading very far, and then oddly you feel yourself able to contract back down, and the room, though strange, is no longer utterly messing with your mind, nor filling you with intense horniness.
Is the bounty hunter still there?
The bounty hunter, now wearing only her chaps, is just like, oh my, that was something. Oh, she kind of waves her hands through the mist and says, Mr. Manager, is that you? Hey, Mr. Manager.
I guess I'll try and still transform back into.
Give me another vitality.
7.
A 7 will be enough for you to sink your body back down. You look down at the corpses of all the rest of them. They are not fused the way you and Penny were, but they are all very close. And the way those 3 are lying looks kind of like a plane. Kenwick is off to the side. She wasn't part of the plane. The bounty hunter just goes, well, that was incredible. Wow.
No, it was. That's exactly the kind of thing that I was hoping to avoid.
I understand, but hey, you did great. And look, you got some meals if you wanna get. She kind of just looks, but blood's still warm, I reckon.
Sure, yeah. I'll try. I mean, I'll eat. I'll try and feed on WD.
Oh. So she kind of just like, she just kind of stands here like, that's the spirit. when you meet the rest of them, don't you worry. But whatever happened here, that's some trippy stuff. But I'm starting to get a feeling no one's coming to this mountain after all. I think some other energy's been messing with us. That was might voluptuous, if you know what I mean.
Wait, like, where is there like a safe place that we can all meet up that isn't like this disgusting fucking mountain?
There's a couple places more like people would go. I suppose we should start looking for one of them.
Okay, yeah.
Let me pull on my clothes again. Oh, look, it's Jakarta's breeches. They were my face for a while. Don't ask. It was. Well, you were there. Oh yeah, you were this leg. What's that?
You mean Quincy's?
Quincy's. Sorry. Not. Yes, I do mean Quincy's. Thank you. So, as this plays out, as the manager or as the bounty hunter stands there preparing to put some clothes back on, we're gonna cut away from her and the manager to London, Zurich, Florence, Jakarta, and Dallas.
Did they just become a fuck plane?
Yeah. Oh God, I will never unsee that.
It was cool though, wasn't it?
That was no, that wasn't. You know, I have the memory of that happening to him before. You know, like when he merged with Penny.
How many fuck planes are there?
There's more than one? That's like a thing that's happened more than once?
Well, I mean, like, just not the fuck plane, the physically merging.
Oh.
I think I've seen some horror movies like that where they.
Did you turn into
merge
a car?
What? No. Was it? No, that's like it sounds like something out of like a kid's cartoon.
I don't think
Turning into a car
like that.
What is this, Moonwalker?
Well, anyway, is this? And she'll turn around to whoever's there and say, "Is he okay? Did we accomplish anything, or?"
Is he okay?
The manager.
Lady Rhiannon is just looking at this and saying, "All right, this is. In some ways, this is more than I ever hoped for."
It was definitely more than we expected.
What do you mean?
We must make you all vampires. This is the only way, of course. You can become the very mist itself. I never dreamed that this ability would. But yes, I see it now. I feel so infused with it here. Oh, this is perfect. The sailor's like,
"Yar, that seemed like a lot. I don't know if that would quite function the way you're thinking, lass."
So never mind.
Wait, you're gonna make us vampires?
What? No, the Mistwalkers.
Well, you promised that you would help us if we helped the manager.
Well,
you gave us your word.
You haven't helped the manager at all. He's just there. You haven't gotten a message to him. You weren't able to reach out to him.
I think we got some messages to him.
I mean, I was trying to. I mean, like, you got the thoughts, right? You can see he was getting the thoughts. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
Very well. I suppose you can attempt to come with us. I will warn you that you're all going to die in the mist that surrounds this place when we leave, but you're welcome to attempt to join us.
Don't you have those suits or something? Can't we get those?
Yeah.
Yes, go. Sure. Go find yourself some suits, and you can attempt to join us when we leave. But we need to leave now. I have a suspicion that Maisie is going to get all frustrated with us and sort of try to use her little hands to sort of get some control.
Okay, yeah.
Here.
Fine. How long do those suits last?
I genuinely couldn't tell you. I've never used one.
Okay, and normally I wouldn't need to clarify this, but when you say come with you, you generally just mean go?
We'll be leaving the island now. I think it is time.
Okay.
For what destination?
Well,
yeah.
That is a trick. There's not going to be many hospitable places for you, but I said I'd help you, so certainly you may come with us.
What happens if we stay here?
Oh, I genuinely don't know, and I don't truly care.
Yeah, you've made that abundantly clear. Thank you.
Want to stay here, Zurich?
I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna die there, we're dying in the unknown. We kind of get this place a little bit.
And there's supplies here.
There's also terrifying man-child ghosts that pop out of objects. So...
Okay, but Vinny the Fink is oddly, one of the least of our worries. Especially when we have to deal with the mist if we're leaving, which we won't survive. And how thick is the mist? How long does it go? Rhiannon?
Well, I sort of flooded the whole world with it, so it's pretty
So
much
forever.
everywhere now.
So this is
Haven't
the
you
only
been-
bastion of safety for us.
Haven't you been watching? There's mist
Well-
everywhere. We flooded all the Dreadlands. Now it's beginning to recede and reshape, but there's so much more of it out there now.
Okay, Zurich, so maybe you're right. Maybe we stay here and see how long we can hold up here.
I just don't know. Maybe we take a boat or something.
But we can't through the mists yet. There's got to be something to measure the mists, right? Rhiannon?
To measure them, I suppose. We can set. I mean, yes, I'm a mist warden. We can take readings of them and understand.
Okay,
much
so
they
before you
are.
leave, can you show us how so we can monitor it and
Well,
then...
no, you don't have shadow elf magic, so I cannot show you that.
Is there a shadow elf here?
You're looking at her, and I'm not remaining here. Not with. At this point, you guys hear a lot of running and yelling out in the hall.
What is that?
Oh dear. Oh, I don't know. Oh, some tedious thing, I'm sure.
And I like look out.
Sure, you want
Like
to
a
open the
hall?
door and take a peek?
Maybe
Yeah.
we should go
Um,
find those suits just in case.
You see basically tons of staff members are like pushing each other trying to get into the elevators and like all like running in like not orderly lines, some of them carrying boxes, some of them like just like running and like pushing they're all trying to like rush down the stairwell.
Oh,
Okay, well, either way, I'm not leaving without Omaha. So let's get the suits and get Omaha and Montreal, and we'll go from there.
Fine, let's go.
We should get some
might know more than we do.
food to take with us too.
Agreed.
Yeah, we gotta go. Whatever's happening doesn't
This is
look
going
good.
to make they'll all be sort of scrambling for some way off the island as well, I'm sure. Wherever they think sort of boats or means of leaving are, they are wrong. We have our own transport and you are welcome to it. Are any of you particularly sort of, shall we say, do any of you understand navigation maps? Or any of you sort of, does anybody basically have extra dice in navigate or a lot of dice in navigate under your blue intellect?
No.
Oh, I have 4.
You have 4 and hey.
Uh-huh.
Did you put extra ones in that, or that you're just high in that?
I might have. I don't remember.
You must have, because you have 2 in it, and you only have 2. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Then yes, it is on London. London, you can sort of claim that you do have that.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. We are on. Rather, our means off of this island is on the southeast corner of the island. Get yourselves there in good time with whoever else you wish to bring. We can accommodate several, but unless you all have those suits, things might be bad for you.
We have enough suits.
Again, I've never had to use one. But for now, there are a few things I'd rather take with me than leave behind, so we'll see you there. I'd get there quickly because I'm not going to wait for you very long.
Okay, should we take the dolls?
Gonna say. I was honestly gonna.
The dolls, as far as I understand, I mean, you should ask... Oh, right, no one's making them. It's just the doll makers all locked up. Go ask her if they're important. As
No,
far as I know, they're not. Their importance was in the creation of those people. Whatever they are. But again, I've not cared much about that. I've had my own affairs, so... See you soon or not. She leaves.
Okay, should we make our way to Omaha and
What
Montreal?
else
and
can we
get the
do?
suits?
Should get the suits first before we leave the building.
But you guys, what if we stayed here? We could maybe see what's going on the other floors.
Something tells me that's not a good sign, just seeing as how everybody who actually knows what's going on is trying to get out of here.
Well, I mean,
Fair.
that's
Or
on
is
them.
dead.
Or is dead.
Yeah.
Can Florence look for like a like an emergency axe or like something like that would be just like in like the general, like, oh no, there's a fire. We have these.
Absolutely. Make a luck roll, so that's a D13. I'll have to do that for you. Also, for the record, my 13s count tonight because we are a multiple of 13 game tonight. Sorry. You have a 3, so unfortunately, if you step out into the hallway looking for, like, there is a smashed place where, like, an axe would be. It has already been smashed and taken. You could pick up a shard of glass if you wanted. Several, I don't think Florence does, but some of you do have, like, stun batons.
Yeah.
So you have some form of stuff. But in the hallway, at this point, most people have either gotten to one, stairwell or another. But, like, people are pushing themselves aside. And, you do sort of hear a voice saying, Protocol 156 is in effect. Thank you so much for your service. We couldn't have done it without you. Unfortunately, we cannot guarantee severance at this time. We hope that you survive. Whatever.
That doesn't sound
Once
good.
again, Protocol 156 is in effect. Unfortunately, we cannot offer
let's go.
severance at this time.
All right. You wanted to grab food?
Fuck the food. Let's just get the suits and get out of here.
All right. What do we have? What floors do we have to go? What do we have to go through between here and the suits?
So, an interesting point about those suits is I genuinely don't remember where you left those.
Oh, that's right. 'cause
I think we left them on level 8 with the other people, like the inventory
I
people.
think you did leave them with the inventory people. That is
That's
true.
level 8, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Where were the rubbery? I'm trying. Said they were like made of rubber, right? Hazmat is the word I should be looking for. Wait.
We were sneaking away and they left them because we were trying to be quiet.
Yeah, 'cause they squeaked.
You put them in backpacks.
Are we still wearing them?
I think
Or are they in the theater?
my suspicion is those backpacks. Sorry, everyone, but I'm just, this is the kind of stuff I like to do.
Retention suits?
I am pretty sure that those backpacks would have been in. Those would be back at
Or cells?
your cells.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
I will allow someone, Lauren specifically, because she hates to do it. You can make a luck roll. I'm going to say on a 12, you literally have them with you.
Fine.
Get a 13.
We could roll a
No.
13. That would be way better.
No.
What'd you roll?
A 2.
2. Okay. So maybe they're not all back at the cells. No, but they're, yeah, you believe they're back at the cells. However, you do remember that there were 5 suits total. There were not enough for everyone. That was the mean thing of it. There were those purple, rubbery hazmat suits. There were only 5 of them.
We need to go to the supply place and get more because we only had a few.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get Omaha and the suits that we have, and we'll reconvene.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Go check out the supply.
Who's going where?
I'm going to get Omaha.
Anybody else?
I'll go with London.
Okay, London and Zurich are going to go get Omaha. And Montreal, I'd assume.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
London is single-minded right now.
Understood. Okay, so Dallas, Jakarta, and Florence, you're going to go look for supplies, is that correct? All right.
What's up, Dan?
Dan and Zane, please roll D13s. We'll see who goes first.
10.
8.
8. So yes, we will go to, we will follow, as you guys look for supplies. All right. So, Dallas, Jakarta, and Florence, as you sort of, as basically as London and Zurich, as they kind of go off and sort of just are like pushing through the stuff, you are sort of going a little more slowly trying to find just any supplies, is that right? Including food and stuff like that?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm looking for like food and like something that I could use as a weapon. Like
Understood.
It literally could be a frying pan. Like,
Understood. A weapon of, I mean, you can pick up a shard of glass from the ground just to be holding, something for now. But yeah, if you want a weapon, you definitely know that on floor 7 there were lots of weapons. Where are you guys going to? And floor 7 rather is the mist fence itself. On floor 6, that's items and storage. That's where you had sort of gotten the weapons from them, the sort of standard issue stuff. So, what floor do you want to go to?
7 is where the suits are, right?
7 is where the suits were, but if Dallas and Jakarta would certainly remember, like, they got all their suits from the airlock on 7. They cleaned that out. They took all 5 suits that were in there.
All right.
Yeah, I think we started to check 6 first, and then 3.
Yeah.
Understood. I need all 3 of you, if you'd like to suggest some other kind of like thing for this. I think I would probably have it be like, in general, I think this is a physicality. And if you wanted to say, I'm going to use, it's like going to be lift or even unarmed combat. Basically, this is you pushing your way through fleeing crowds to try to, like, shoulder your way to where you're going.
Can I roll sneak?
Sneak? You can roll sneak if you want to, but you're not going to be going fast. Because this is like this is like a big crowd. You have to physically push your way through people as they're, getting jammed up on the stairs.
You move?
I would allow a move, to just kind of push past people. Sneak, in this case, I think sneak isn't gonna... just because they don't see you doesn't mean you're going fast, you know what I mean? Like...
Oh, I have 1 point left. I didn't even realize.
Hey, now's the time.
Guess I'll put it in move.
All right. So yeah, everybody make move or whatever rolls of a physical, however it is you're sort of pushing. What are you doing, Florence? Also move?
Yeah.
Okay, all 3 of you make move rolls. Let's see how you do as you just kind of try to muscle, move, run through, no go.
No matches.
No matches.
So it's the D8s, right?
It's D8. Oh yes, so sorry. Yes, this is the D8 system. So whatever number you have in move, you will roll that many D8s. 4 for you. Roll 4 D8s.
Could you change it on my sheet, though? I don't actually know how to.
Oh, of course. Yes. You're putting your last point in move. Absolutely.
And then I got a 1, 2 2s, and a 7.
1, 2 2s, and a 7. Okay. Second degree success.
5, 6, 7. Can I reroll?
You may reroll for free roll of 5, 6, 7. Let's see for you. I wish you'd gotten 3s. That's your fear.
2 6s.
2 6s. Was that your fear? No.
Nope.
Sad. Also close. Okay, so basically, Jakarta and Florence are able to move pretty quickly through the crowd. Dallas is kind of struggling, but if you two, both with success, are sort of pulling him, you're definitely making headway. It's not as fast as it could be since one of you can't do it, but for the most part, you two are making your way through this throng of very upset, very scared-seeming employees. You actually hear a recognizable voice, like a couple levels below, sort of saying, like, it's Wyna, just, being like, I don't know what everyone's so upset about. This doesn't seem like... I think it's all going to be fine, right? Anyone want to try a puzzle? I was like, shut up, Wyna! They're just pushing through. But the 3 of you make it to the 7th floor landing. Your plan is to go down to 6 and get on there and do sort of the stuff. Do any of you have a look with 4 dice or more?
Yeah, 4 dice.
Cool. You're not there, London, but yeah. Okay, cool. So as they're moving, Jakarta and Dallas kind of pulling stuff. Florence, you're kind of busy looking, but you guys just sort of can tell that from the 6th floor, people are carrying a lot of chests and a lot of cases, and people are carrying a lot of stuff out of the 6th floor. You also see that on the 7th floor, you're not planning on going there, but you see a few employees are fighting each other in the airlock, screaming, "Where are the suits? Where are all the goddamn suits?"
Cool. Well, we've doomed them to death.
I would have said 5 of them. You're fine.
Do we want to go into...
That being said, as you get to the 6th floor, you notice a lot of people are sort of streaming out of it and sort of pushing their way out with, like, materials. So you definitely will have to, this isn't a move, you'll have to do some kind of physical pushing your way to swim upstream. Because up to this point, you've just been, like, moving through the general downward run. You're now trying to go into a place that people are vacating with heavy boxes and things.
Is there any way I could, like, cause a, like, traffic jam or, like, something to like make a bunch of people fall over and have boxes fall open onto the ground and
That's
reveal
what I
their
was-
contents?
I think that's
Yes.
great. Yeah, if you'd like to pitch
I
a
also
thing, I feel like that could certainly be some kind of like
Bro?
throw would be great. Yeah, you could pick something up and throw something. Absolutely. If you want to do unarmed combat, there may be a more Jakarta. If you have better coordination, there may be some kind of like fine motor skillsy thing you could do, or you could try.
I only have points in sneak in.
I'll tell you what, Jakarta. Why don't you do an analyze?
Okay, sure.
Can I put points and throw in unarmed combat?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna spend 2 power to get an extra downs.
I love that. Which points do you want to put where?
2 in throw, 2 in unarmed combat.
I love it. All right.
Oh, sir. Hi, kitty. Kitty boy.
Love it. I love it. And you got 1 left. I love it. All right. Cool. All right. So it's Jakarta. Anything you want to do, Dallas? If you want to, you can just wait to see Jakarta's analysis and then.
Can I like detect the vibe of the crowd to see like if I
Yeah.
can like? All right, great.
Just detect the vibe. If you're gonna see how easy it is to manipulate it, yeah.
2 3s.
2 3s.
I would like to spend 3 more power to reroll.
Absolutely. Go for it. With 2 3s, Dallas, the mood is obviously bad and agitated. You suspect that if you wanted to manipulate people into like panicking more and having it be more pandemonium, you could probably suggest that something they're all afraid of is present. You know, you understand they're scared of lots of stuff, so you have seen so many horrible things here. But if you wanted to, you could pick a threat you felt on this island and claim that it's present, and that would probably be enough to set this crowd off, provided you or whoever did it sort of said it with enough intimidation or performance or whatever.
Yeah, but also it feels like it would just make things worse.
It probably could make things worse, although if they're... Jakarta is... So Jakarta, what'd you roll?
2 5s.
2 5s. Hey, Jakarta, wait, is that your thing?
Yep.
Yay! Hey, roll a d13. Oh my god, horror surge right now. Horror surge right now. Oh my god, we won't even have to cut back to this thing. Did you roll a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Okay. So
well,
with
we were
that-
doomed from the start of this
It-
episode.
It fucking rolled off a 9 onto a 13.
That's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome thing. That's a pretty... Hey, thank you, Jeremy. You did what was necessary.
Always here for you, Brent.
Exactly. Well.
Giving Daddy what he wants.
I mean, basically.
Gotta make the Dread Daddy happy.
One needs must make the Dread Daddy happy.
Okay, so here's the situation. Remember Dallas. Oh, here's how we'll actually sort of say this. Dallas, you have a thought of like, you're kind of having a thought of like, man, like there's a lot of things that would really make this situation worse. Like if there was like suddenly, you know, like if this panicking crowd was suddenly attacked by, you know, what do you think Dallas would think would be like a scary thing to attack you guys right now of stuff you've seen around the island?
It's like a dark, like the dark, grotesque body of who is the guy that like the dinosaur guy who got killed?
Oh, Swikey?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's much worse than what I was planning. Okay, yeah, for sure. So, you hear this like horrible like roaring like lifeless kind of roar from overhead of this like and you're looking up like what? And like leaping down from above is a zombified Tyrannosaurus Rex-headed, like, humanoid like that. Someone in the crowd will scream, "No, the Zombisaurians are loose! Oh my god!" And it then lands atop that person, just biting their head clean off. It is at this time that 4 such massive the zombie saurians arrive. Instead,
can I roll to do the throwing of people with their stuff?
Absolutely. All right, so in this, I'm going to give you 1 bonus die on this as you try to, like, just, like, kind of, like, throw into people to try to, like, get some cool supplies here. So, yeah, go ahead, Florence. Make a throw roll. And how many dice do you have in throw now? 5? You have 6. Roll 6 dice right now because of the distraction.
3 3s, a 2, an 8, and a 1.
Will you go with the 3 3s?
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's astrophobia. That is your fear.
Oh, man.
So, thank you so much. Good times. All right.
All falling apart, huh?
So I'm gonna roll a d13 on your behalf here to see if we can have another horror surge, because that would be pretty. Already, what Dan decided it would be is gonna be pretty curtains, but that would be. Oh, no, it wasn't. So. The storm, the terror continues. But as this, like, you can feel like more of these, like, dinosaurs are just thudding onto the landing you're on and biting people, and you can hear, like, as you look up, Florence, you see, like, bodies are throwing as this, like, Stegosaurus-backed, like, zombie thing is like, you nevertheless just pick something up and you're going to just throw something into the face of someone carrying the biggest case in hopes that it busts it open and does whatever. A 3rd-degree success will certainly be enough to knock a person over with a large case there, liberating from the place. Yes?
I wasn't envisioning her, like, throwing something.
Oh.
I literally meant, like, throwing a person, like jujitsu style, gonna not, like, sweep the leg.
Oh, understood. That kind of throw. Well, okay, in that case, that definitely would have been more like an unarmed combat, but let's go with it. We'll sort of say this was a combination of unarmed combat. You were getting some bonuses for some stuff. Okay, gotcha. I thought you were like throwing like debris at you. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Throwing is literally like it's like
I was gonna throw a person.
Throw a person,
Like...
gotcha. But you're like throwing it, you're grappling and tumbling someone over. I love it. Okay, great. So yes, you go to the person who's got that, you just hook their leg, kind of taking this thing. With a 3rd-degree success, a 3rd-degree success in that sort of thing, you easily unhinge them from a big case. We're going to roll another d13 for you to see what is in the case. This is a luck roll to see how relevant it is.
The box?
You are mostly looking for weapons, is that correct?
Yeah. Or even just, like, some defensive things.
Weapons, defensive things, and then food is, like, a moderate thing. You like rations and stuff is something you'd want, right, too? Okay. No, you don't care about rations.
I would say weapons and defensive stuff.
Weapons and defenses. All right. Good news for you. You do roll an 11. So, I'm going to roll a d13 to see whence such a thing comes. That is a 10, which I think, if memory serves, is beautiful. You knock this over, and out of this case, a few Ignadorian items fall, including... Did Leto have, like, a cool axe of any kind?
Leto had a good dwarven axe, which was a +1 to fight, a
Yeah.
bow and a quiver.
There is Leto's literal axes in this box. I rolled an 11, so let's give you that exact one.
Sweet. Okay. Okay.
There are also a few other weapons on the ground of that nature. A few other, kind of like knives and swords and Ignadorian things.
Okay. She's gonna grab some. Are they like throwing knives, kind of?
There are some throwing knives on there. There's like swords. There's just a bunch of kind of like medieval weapons
Okay,
this.
she grabs what she can and throws. Dallas, Jakarta, grab these, and like throws
Okay.
them.
Yeah. All right.
You toss them a couple weapons. You're taking the axe, though.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Also,
So you guys have some knives. That's good. That's the good news. The bad news is a dinosaur has come to eat your head. Dallas will say one comes for you first. So basically a zombified T-Rex is now running for you. You've just got a knife. What would you like to do?
What's the run?
Okay, make a move roll.
2 8s.
2 8s. 8 is a pretty good thing here. Okay. You manage to get like away from this thing. The problem is like there is a full crowd of people on these steps, but you manage to evade it and it's kind of snapping its jaws at you. So you get away from it for now, but you are not like away from it. It is still turning to you kind of on your next turn. It's going to try to eat you. Jakarta and London and Zurich, sorry, you guys are doing something else. Jakarta, what would you like to do? You have let's say a zombie pterodactyl swooping down at you.
I would like to weave around so that it takes it. Are there other people around us, or is it just us at this point?
I'll phrase it like this. There are definitely lots of people, but they're not putting up much of a fight, and it's like you're all covered in blood already. It's just like people are being shredded around you. So
Yeah.
there's definitely, they're eating other things, but like they can tell you guys are main characters, so they're sort of, focusing on it. That's a horror surge. They come for you, they come for the people. You get it. Yeah.
I was just thinking I would try and weave between other people and try to get the pterodactyl so eat them instead.
You could do a sneak, I guess, if you're trying to keep yourself
Yeah.
low. Sure. Okay, do a sneak roll. That's fine.
I want to create an opening for myself.
Yeah. Hey, leave that talk in the non-Euclidean orgy.
2 6s.
2 6s. You also, again, you're managing to hide behind people, but like Dallas, you find yourself in a situation in which you have delayed the inevitable. There's just too many bodies going down. Like people, too much of a thing on the floors below as people are trying to get. Some people are trying to get. There's just too much of a bottleneck. Too many bodies. Florence, you already spent your action this turn getting those weapons. So one of these dinosaurs is going to make its attack upon you. If you want to, however, you can either use your melee weapon power and you get an extra die because it's the thing of that, so that would be 3 dice. Or if you'd rather, you could try to dodge. For you, that's only 2 dice. So you can either fight back with your weapon with Leto's axe, or you can try to dodge away. But this is sort of it's coming for you, so you didn't do something to prevent an attack the way the others did, since you were sort of getting the thing and they were already on you. So what do you want to do?
I have a foreign move, and then where's dodge?
So you cannot take the option to get away because you sort of you're having to do a passive sort of thing. So you can either do a fight back or a dodge.
Okay, and then melee weapon is...
You'd get 3 for melee. You get 3 dice in melee weapon because that axe has the +1 for. That's how I'm translating it from the other system.
Okay, can I use an additional point and put it in melee weapon?
Understood. Use your last point for melee weapon. Okay, yeah, cool. You got 4 dice.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're gonna fight.
As you try to fight the thing.
Yep. 3 4s and a 5.
3 4s and a 5. You do manage to 3 4s is pretty good. You managed to hack into, I don't even know, what did we say yours was? Did we say your dinosaur yet?
No, you just said dinosaurs.
This dino zombie-saurus is already so messed up you can't really even tell what it is. You managed to sink your axe into it, and though it's jaws, its undead jaws are still chomping at you. You've unhooked most of its body from that, and you've managed to kind of knock it back. So it's not eating you now. But again, like the others, you're all sort of in a bad situation here with zombie dinosaurs. And that is where we're going to cut to London and Zurich. London, give me a navigate roll to get you guys out of here, because there's this whole chaos thing going on, so somehow you guys had to get out of the building.
We're on D8s, right?
You are.
Okay.
D8s.
No matches.
Perfect.
No.
Okay. So London and Zurich. You wind up. Actually, Zurich, give me a luck roll. Roll a d13.
Oh, absolutely. 9.
Okay. London leads you all to a like there are some other stairwells, you know, it's like not the main stairwell you guys are ever taking. There are some other stairwells. Zurich, London leads you to one of those, and the bad news is you go down and there's like a bunch of just like destruction below, and you see no means to leave the building. You're kind of just like trapped in a stairwell. It's the bad news. But because of your 9, I need both of you to make a dodge roll. No
8 and
matches.
7.
Lauren, no
You
matches.
and nope.
All right, each of you will have to spend 3 power to avoid injury as the wall explodes next to you.
Okay, I will.
And as kind of like rubble and debris hits you, Zurich, something just exploded. You guys are falling down. There's like more destruction below. You see no means out. But now the wall has opened up. Yes, London?
Oh, never mind.
The wall has opened up, and you can see out there that there is chaos throughout the grounds, but you do think you guys could squeeze out and get away from the building back to the dread cells from here if you wanted to.
I think we just should go through here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, both of you give me a resist injury roll as you try to get out and jump down without harming yourselves. Yes, Zurich?
Did we regain any power since last session?
I think everyone may have 1 power if you're not maxed right now. Just for just time passing, that's fine.
That's good.
Wait, sorry, how many?
1. Like an hour has passed, maybe.
Thank you. I got 3 4s.
3 4s. That's not bad. You will take no damage as you don't scrape yourself as you kind of fall out of this, and you have to probably drop like 4 or 5 feet, which doesn't sound like much, but that's a long way to drop down.
Yeah.
Like it's like you know, like you gotta.
If you have weak ankles,
Yeah,
forget it.
good.
Okay, so... Alright, well I got a pair of 1s.
A pair of 1s. Is that your
That's
thing
my,
though?
that's my number, baby.
Love it. Roll a d13.
A 12.
Oh boy, is that not a 13? It's close to a 13, but it's not. Man, we have had a lot tonight now. All right.
That's six dice on resist injury. Yep.
Nice. So yes, you actually Zurich, you'll take half of it. You'll take 1 additional point of power because you do kind of like it kind of knocks the wind out of you as you sort of squeeze. You know, London was able to squeeze through. You're kind of you gotta scrape yourself a little bit. You're basically okay, and the 2 of you can now run down to the dread cells. Interestingly, though people are going everywhere, no one is going there. You do not see a single employee heading to the dread cells.
This is eerie.
Well, I mean, we knew they didn't care about us, so
Yeah. Should we go to Omaha's first? I mean,
yeah,
kind of dead set on that.
she will book it to Omaha's cell.
He runs after.
You don't need to make it to Omaha's cell to see Omaha. You find her body in the middle of the dread cells. A massive, ragged wound in her throat. From a vampire who just could not control himself.
Did Montreal do this? Zurich looks to see if there's any, like, paint or anything.
London looks for a wooden stake.
Understood. London and Zurich, could both of you please give me a look roll as you look around for stakes or things?
3 3s, Daddy.
Wow.
Come on. 2 1s. Those are 1s. Yes.
2 1s. Sadly, not your fear. London, you can find some piece of wood, but Zurich, you do notice in the grass just next to the body are a pair of animated fangs. They seem plumper than you saw before.
It's them. He must have taken the fangs out.
He's gonna pay for this. And she's gonna... Montreal?
He's not a vampire anymore.
I don't care. If he did this, he needs to pay.
Feels really... I don't know.
Well, do you want to be stuck with him? If he's capable of this. He's already going to be weak. So London's going to go in her, well, she had one of the backpacks, right?
We'll say London, you can grab the backpack with the backpacks with the hazmat suits. It is probably 2 backpacks. Yeah.
Okay.
You can grab those.
I'll grab them and hand one to Zurich and say, you know what? Fuck him. He's not coming with us. And she's gonna look at Omaha and cry, which I, Lauren, am not going to do.
Roll for performance.
Which one is that?
It's under your will. So you get 3 dice. Actually, you can add your Oksana to it though, so you'll get 6. That's fine.
3 threes.
3 threes? Yeah. You're crying a lot. That's fine.
That's so appropriate. Well, but she's using this to fuel her for whatever comes next, and she's holding the stake, even though he's not a vampire anymore. It's just okay.
Zurich.
I don't think.
What?
No, I don't think he meant it. You know, vampires.
I don't care if he meant it. Either way, he's not gonna fucking come with us if we leave. And if he's here, then he's gonna have to deal with me.
Okay, let's just find the others.
Zurich, I want you to do an analyze roll.
A pair of 1s. Oh, I don't know if that's good or not.
I mean, roll another 13. Let's see
All
how
right,
good it is.
let's see. Well, yeah, of course it's good. This is the excitement in this session. It's a 1.
A 1. So, wow. 4 tonight, guys. Well done. So a pair though, you stop and you remember something about those fangs. You even knew what happened when he took them out, and it seemed like they were like depleting his life. Part of you wonders if he's not a vampire anymore, but maybe he's no one anymore. The fangs look kind of plumper and bigger than they had.
Wait. I think he's in the fangs. I guess he got what was coming to him. Look at them. They're all juicy. He's in there.
Is there like a container or something nearby, or the box for them?
It was in Montreal's room. You could go look if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll go see if it's there.
It is sitting there, open. Montreal is not in the room.
Okay, she'll take the box and like snap it over the fangs.
Okay.
I knew those were a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It looked a little fun, but
Well, yeah, look what happened to Omaha. That doesn't look like fucking fun to me. And she'll shove them in her backpack.
Okay.
sorry, I don't know how to deal with like sad stuff.
No, let's just go, okay?
All right, lead the way, Rambo. I don't know why I knew that word.
Rambo.
I don't know. It felt right.
Meanwhile, in the stairwell, Motherfucker! Chop him! Kill him! All right, friends. The zombie saurians come through again. Dallas, Jakarta, and Florence. What strategy would everyone like to do for this next round as they drop down? Is this once again running, dodging? Are you fighting? Are you standing and fighting? What is your approach to as these things come for you?
I'm gonna run.
Get the heck out of there.
Run,
We're in
move,
the stairwell, right?
You're in the stairwell. There's lots of bodies, but there's now fewer bodies because the zombie saurians have eaten them all.
What was the level with all the dangerous creatures on it? Wasn't there like?
Let's put this over here. There is one where it's that's 5, one below.
So, is anybody coming or going out of that level?
Certainly, people. A few people have backed into it because of there's monsters, but for the most part, everyone's just coming out of these floors.
I was thinking we could like release them to.
Sure. Yeah, you could go in there and just release everything if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep boot running.
I'm just running.
Run. Florence?
Okay, once again, we're in the stairwell.
You're in the stairwell. Many bodies, many more corpses. 4 zombie dinosaurs on your level who you've kind of hacked one up pretty bad, but as a zombie, it's just kind of you fought that one off, but it's still biting at anything it can reach. 2 more who Jakarta and Dallas are just barely avoiding. 1 more just eating other people. And I'll tell you, because it's a horror surge, you can tell there's like 4 more above them and 5 more above them. There will be 13 of these massive things eventually converging on you.
What would I need to like? Can we like jump? Like
you 100% could jump down and try to just like survive like a big jump down. Absolutely. It will be
2 7s on my move.
What's that?
Huh?
Sorry, I thought you were done. I got 2 7s on my move.
You got 2 7s on your move, Jakarta.
2 2s.
2 2s. You two both once again have a first degree or a second degree success on moving. So you two are managing to basically, you're doing the thing of you don't want to be the fastest, you just don't want to be the slowest. You're managing to get out of the way. You're probably down now to the 5th floor, if that's, like you're down to the 5th, maybe even rounding to the 4th. Jakarta, you're like, should I try to get some stuff out of there? That could be fun, etc., etc. Oh boy. Florence, if you want to try to like jump down, you could do some acrobatics to kind of, like leap down and swing down to a lower level and avoid people. It's a much faster way to travel, but it's also very dangerous.
Yeah, I'll just run.
Also do a move. Okay, give me a move as well.
Okay.
So you have 4. So yeah, 4 d8s.
5, 6, 7, 7.
2 7s. Okay, cool. So yes, all 3 of you, kind of having fought that one off, moved away. The 3 of you are like making your way through the crowd, elbowing back other people to get eaten behind you. You've made it down. At this point, however, 4 more of those things are like leaping like much further down, and they're like landing on floors below you, and just because they don't care, legs break under them, they just keep coming. So now there's a full 8 of them. 4 are further back, kind of coming down. 4 are up, so basically they're kind of eating, meeting in the middle as they're kind of to the stairwell you guys are on.
Is there another stairwell?
This is a stairwell that's like this, there's like a big like empty space in the middle of it. That's what you guys are moving down, and there's a lot of people. So you certainly could jump over to the thing or try to get a little lower, but you could, if you wanted to, try to go onto whatever the nearest floor is. You could go on to 5 or 4, I guess. I said they just passed 5, so you could fight your way kind of up to 5 and try to go in there, or go down to 4, but there's going to be some dinosaurs in the way.
Or commissary supply rooms?
That's a couple floors down, but you could certainly try to get down there. Yeah.
Do you know there's more than one stairwell on this, in this building?
There are other stairwells in the building, yes, but
yes.
You're not in those.
Right.
Yeah.
So if there are other stairwells in the building, then presumably we could go into the floor and try to find another stairwell.
Let's run through 5 and see if we can like open up a cage behind us or something to distract.
You're gonna go back up to 5. So can everybody give me another move roll? Bear in mind, however, there's a lot of dinosaurs converging now. Jakarta?
Nothing.
Understood.
2 2s, 2 4s.
Which would you like to use?
It's the 4s? I don't...
4s?
Yeah,
Tight spaces, you're trapped. Yeah, 4s makes sense.
yeah.
Manager? Or Dallas, rather?
Oh.
No matches.
Understood. So as Florence is sort of like, kind of like pushing up here, Florence, you're certainly getting sort of past some things here, but the dinosaurs are, it's hard to squeeze past these. Unfortunately, though, Dallas and Jakarta dinosaurs are on them, mouths agape, ready to eat zombie saurians. So, Dallas and Jakarta, what technique would you like to do at this time? You could fight back, or you could just roll a dodge against whatever sort of damage is coming here from these massive...
Roll a resist injury?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to do that, I actually will allow you to just kind of like brace yourself, and you'll take. Yeah, absolutely. If you just want to be like, oh, please, just only take one arm, whatever kind of vibe.
Or
yeah.
like, can I like take somebody in front of me and like use them as partly a shield to like?
You can do that, but that would be more of a like unarmed combat or kind of like a moving a person.
I have 6 in resist injury, so
great. Manager or it's Dallas? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna dodge because I have 4 versus 2 and attack.
Try a dodge here.
No matches. Snake.
Okay. Well. Oh dear, Dallas. Oh, Dallas, you're at All right, Jakarta.
Let me find my last D8. Oh, 4 8s.
4 8s. Okay, this is okay. Excellent work on that. Actually, 4 8s might get you to nothing. Okay. Dallas. A dinosaur is going to eat you now. Go ahead and roll a resist injury. But
no matches. Yep.
All right. So basically, Jakarta, as you're kind of like, as dino fangs just like sink into your arm, and you're like, oh man. You look at Dallas, and he's kind of like, he's also doing this. And what kind of dinosaur you want, Dallas? Call that shot at least.
I don't know. Ankylosaurus. As I'm dying, as I'm getting eaten, I'm gonna try and like, I'm just frantically pushing the crystals in my chest.
Oh shit! You have those crystals in your chest.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, perfect. Oh no. Okay, I forgot about that. I love this. You're frantically pushing them. Dallas, do a fine motor skills.
Where is that? That's okay. I have 3
You got
dice.
3.
For that.
If you wanted to, you could even. I'd let you roll Rawlings on this because this is a dready kind of thing.
No matches.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spend my last 3 power to reroll.
You should.
Two 2s.
That's not yours, is it, by any chance? No.
No,
You're
it's not.
claustrophobic. All right. Well, in that case, with 2 2s, I'm going to say it's a success. So, Florence. Okay, so we got to this thing. Florence, you did run a little better. You managed to get a success. They hadn't even gotten successes, so they were sort of this. You were kind of moving off a thing with your axe, whatever thing. You look, however, and you see that an Ankylosaurus just like chomps into Dallas, and just frantically he starts touching his chest, and some instinctual Rawlings thing has him tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the middle finger a 5th time for a total of 13 taps. Now, Jakarta, you succeeded on a resist injury. 4th degree success. That's important. We'll get to that in a second. So first of all, it appears that Dallas is going to, like, just be absolutely devoured by this Ankylosaurus. But then, these 3 things on his chest begin to glow an incredibly vibrant purple. And as his head is kind of, like, sucked into whatever this dinosaur is, they suddenly expand into 3 bursting purple spheres of energy that rip Dallas's body apart. Just Jakarta, you've already succeeded on one sort of thing. So the dinosaur bite hits you. Because it's a 4-3 success, you're basically gonna, you're gonna cut this like ba-dum. But boy, did I roll high on that. But that will reduce to half is gonna be 2 points of damage from that. Okay. And you're gonna get to do the same to this next one from the purple.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh, 3 sevens.
Oh no. Oh. Okay.
Resist injury, right?
Yes, I was gonna. Okay.
Wait, what?
I was gonna let you use your 4, but that's, you know what? It would be a new source, so yes. So you.
Oh, I thought you meant like do the other one. Sure, I'll use the 4. That's fine. That's.
No, you realistically would have had to do another one. Is 7 your thing or anything?
No.
Okay.
It's zoophobia, which would have been useful against the dinosaurs.
Actually, okay, I'll allow. Yeah, okay. In that case, 5.
And consumption.
5
be reduced
damage.
to 5 damage. Are you still up?
I have 1.
Nice. So basically, Jakarta, you just got like much of your, you got like your arm, like the skin of your arm and muscle just ripped off by a dinosaurian, zombie dinosaur. Dallas, like you see Dallas's like legs still standing there and kind of like dropping down. This purple energy though then hits you as this wave of it, and you're just like, oh, and it just like breaks through your body. It's incredibly painful, but you manage to sort of stay on your feet. The dinosaur who is biting you is kind of knocked apart by that. Florence, you managed to move further away. Can you also give me a resist injury roll?
Is that under my
3d8.
4, 6, and a 7.
4, 6, and 7. If you'd like to, you could spend 3 power to reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I might recommend that in this instance.
Yeah.
Okay, you're down to 10.
7 to 8.
Okay. You're at 10 now. I'm gonna give you some behind-the-scenes information. Yep, okay. The amount of damage that is rolled is more than 20. So you're definitely getting ripped apart here. If you'd like to, you could spend 3 more, but that's just like more points that you, like, on a success, you're sort of cutting how, so I would say go for it. Why not? Because it's whatever, but you're probably getting pretty torn up here. So go ahead, try it one more time.
Okay.
7, you'll need to be at
5, 6, 2.
Okay. At this point, I think even if you succeed based on what's rolled. So unfortunately, Jakarta, you stay alive, but you see Florence with this axe, this bizarre wave, this shock wave that goes out. Florence is knocked by the shock wave, and so Florence, in your sort of final moment here, you have Leto's axe. You've been you can feel your body just this concussive force. If you like to say or do any cool thing, I'm picturing it that you're probably getting blasted over the edge, so you are going to jump down to a lower level in a sense after all. But if you'd like to sort of say or do any last thing here in this last moment with Leto's axe in hand, you certainly may.
Okay, so I'm getting blasted because of the purple crystals, basically.
Yeah, the purple crystals. Yeah.
And there's no dinosaurs by me. I'm just trying to get away.
You had managed to get. There is a dinosaur. Oh, yes, there is a dinosaur. You'd run better than them, so the dinosaur wasn't perfectly upon you. But you can be, if you're wanting to do one blast into a dinosaur. Yes, 100%.
Can I get blasted into a dinosaur and just take this motherfucker and
Please give me a melee power weapon.
Sure.
Because it's a death blow, I'm gonna give you 2 extra bonus dice on it. So roll 5 d8s.
2 5s, 2 2s, and a 3.
2 5s, 2 2s, and a 3. Which way? Well, neither's your thing. So, do you want to do 5s or 2s? It's kind of it's not a huge. I guess actually, it's people and panic is agoraphobia, so that's probably more fitting. Just into this crowd of people who are also getting blasted apart by this energy.
Yeah. We'll do 2s.
Great. So yes, Florence kind of is thrown back, and Jakarta, through your stinging eyes, you see Florence basically like swinging this axe as sort of just energy burns and whatever, but just takes the head off of that pterodactyl. And for a moment, it seems like Florence is like then flying on what remains of the pterodactyl, wings flapping kind of at an odd tempo, but then the sort of simulacrum of beautiful, elegant flight is missed, and both bodies just go crashing with a sickening thunk as Florence's neck is bent, and it is...
Did the blast at least kill the dinosaurs around us?
The blast... I'll roll your dinosaur, sure. I'll roll a resist injury for your dinosaur.
Philip, you've got to be shitting me. Wait, I thought they have to roll fate dice.
What?
Do they not have to roll like the d8s?
I just roll 13s for all NPCs.
Oh.
That's one for Philip. All right. Happy multiple of 13, everyone. All right, now I'm going to roll to see if it's a horror surge. No, it's a 1. It's not a horror surge. But the dinosaur... Here's how we'll do it, Jakarta. I'm gonna say the dinosaur by you is blasted apart, but his teeth, his jaws, as he's like blasted apart, like go flying towards where you were blasted back against the railing. Make a dodge roll.
I don't think I have any in dodge.
Just 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, you can do it.
Don't fail me now. Don't fail me
Come
now.
on. And yours, let's see,
I'm at 1 power.
You're at 1 power. Oh, that's great. You're at 1 power, and what we would love, the perfect thing for you to do right now is 2 5s. That would be amazing. That would mean you'll get out of the way, but it's 13.
No match.
No match. Jakarta, I'm so sorry. You managed to get back, and you're like, and then just the decapitated dinosaur. I'm so sorry. And with that, Dallas, Jakarta, and Florence succumb to our first horror surge in a while, and boy was it a rougher one than I was just gonna have it be screamers. They don't hit as hard as dinosaurs, but zombie dinosaurs hit pretty hard. With that, or zombie dinosaurians. With that, we cut back to London and Zurich. London, give me that navigate roll. You're trying to get where you're going.
Oh. 2 3s.
2 3s. Okay, yeah.
Wait, is that my...
No, it's not.
Also, are we seeing what's happening?
Great point, actually. Excellent point. London and Zurich, as you're watching, because this is not nothing that just happened. That's true. You guys hear a massive explosion, and you look up and see the entire fortress building rumbling against the side, because it's like built against the side of the mountain there, and you see this wave of purple energy like breaking out of it, and you hear like cracking and crumbling. It's possible that just did structural damage.
Oh shit. Do you think they were still in there?
I don't know. I don't think we should risk it. We should go.
Yeah, hopefully they made it out.
Yeah.
You just meet them at the... What did she say?
Southeast.
East.
London remembers. Lauren, not so much.
London remembers. So.
Just Zurich wants to kind of look around to see if there's any like danger right around.
Give me a look roll.
I have a lot of pair of 4s.
Pair of 4s. Zurich, with a pair of 4s, you do think there is a lot of danger. You can actually tell that in the distance there are some screamers. moving through the trees, attracted by the chaos to whatever's going on. They don't seem to be in the direction that London is pointing you, however.
Yeah, we should definitely get away. The screamers are starting to go into the building.
Yeah, let's go. And she will quickly go in the direction.
Understood. So, I now have to roll a d13.
No.
Yes.
I doubt I can get a 13 here, but that would be really rad.
Oh.
But if I can get, well, an 11 is pretty darn high, though. So, London and Zurich. You guys know what's you know what's coming, right? Maybe you don't.
Death?
Well, yes, but also just absolute dickery. London and Zurich. Thanks to London's guidance and Zurich's sharp eyes, you managed to get to the southeast corner. Zurich, go ahead and give me another look roll.
No. They left.
That is a pair of sixes.
Pair of sixes. Zurich, you see that there is a ship moving away from the island. They left.
Fuckers.
They left.
However, because of sixes having death, I'm going to tell you, you see something else on the edge of your view as you look over. You see that lying in the sand, sort of like just on the edge of the trees, is a suited, smoking one with a harpoon sticking out of his chest.
DJ?
It is soot. I think it's soot.
Yes, it's me. Of course.
London will go over.
You're alive?
Wow.
So, guess you're gonna stay here to rot with us, huh? Or whatever you do.
Oh, could you do me a favor and give me one of my cigarettes? Oh, that sailor throws very hard. You'd think he was some kind of sailor throwing a harpoon hard. Sorry, I'm not thinking clearly, you know.
Zurich grabs one of his cigarettes to give him.
That's the stuff. So, they initiate Protocol 156?
Yeah, what is it?
I didn't realize until now. It's a little trick. On me, on Hildy, if she's still alive. On her, even though I guess she'll pay for it later. What this place was really all about. Not that it matters anymore.
Well, and she'll go and sit next to him and grab one of his cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
She knows, she remembers that it will kill. She's not gonna light it yet, though.
You
And
remember
she'll sit next-
it'll do what?
Won't it kill anyone who smokes it?
No.
Oh, it's just a regular cigarette? I could have sworn you said that they kill people. Like, if you're not a smoking one, they kill people.
I did because just PSA, cigarettes kill. Don't smoke. That is incredible. Yes, no, a literal superpower of smoking ones is that they're immune to they can smoke without it killing them.
It'll be a slow death.
That is literally in the book.
Oh my God.
But that's in our Noir Confidential book.
That's also in our reality that cigarettes kill you.
Yes, but the idea is that smoking ones don't, and she just assumed that meant their cigarettes were poison. That's awesome. That's amazing.
I think it's because the way that you said it, he was like, well, careful, that'll kill you, or something. I thought he meant literally right then, not long term. Okay, well, she'll take it.
Yeah.
So it won't kill her.
Honestly, London, you won't live long enough for that to kill you.
Okay.
Go for it. Light it up.
Okay, she'll light it up.
Um,
And she'll say, okay, well, you might as well just tell us. At least give us that.
Oh. Certainly, I do love good gossip. This whole time, I mean, the story is so old, I should have seen the twist coming. Maybe on some level I did. That's blood I'm coughing up, not a vapor, so that's why. It's, you know... Ah, Sailor had a good aim. Ugh.
Get to the point, dude.
You're not the dread subjects, we are. This was all a little game on us. She gave us a little bit of control. Made us think we were creating things out there, but to be honest, I'm not even sure this place was real until 4 of whatever you are showed up here on a boat.
Then what are we?
Dread objects? Maybe dread indirect objects.
London's gonna take a drag and ash it on him.
Yeah. It just disappears into his smoke, yeah.
Well,
What do we do now?
I don't know. I think that whatever's happened here... If I were writing it, you want to know how I designed the story? What happens next?
sure.
Unless it involves a non-Euclidean orgy. I don't want...
Oh, don't tell me I missed something interesting for once.
Well,
Oh,
how would you end it?
well... Maisie's probably smarting since she let this distract her from the bigger problem. She's gonna consolidate, condense, get things back to a simpler take. She'll probably use one of my ideas if I even came up with them. Or maybe she just created me thinking I'd come up with them. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Point is, she'll do something to keep Dracula in her sights, trying to limit his power, limit his expanse. She still has a good deal of understanding how this all works. This island, though, this island will just be taken by the mist and the water, sink away. Would have been nice if you'd been on that boat, huh?
I don't know if it would have been much better.
Not bad. You don't have a way to live through the mist, do you?
We have suits, but
Oh.
that's how long they'll last.
Oh, no, they last a while. They're enchanted. Yeah, you would have made it if you'd been on the boat.
Thanks.
That's fine.
What about the mist room up there?
Oh, that's just a conduit directly into the volcano.
Oh god.
It's the power source.
Is there at least a safer place on this island we might spend the rest of our whatever time we have?
Here, dread cells were always safe. They're prisons, but they're also fortresses. It's... Oh, God. Do either of you have high listen?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 3.
4.
4. Zurich, you hear footsteps. Tiny, little footsteps.
What is that?
Oh, do me a favor and just pull this out and stab me repeatedly right now, please. Right now, just do it. Kill me real fast. Do it.
No.
Do it, please.
That's
please.
disgusting.
Oh, can I will myself to die? That would be an impressive.
No, why? Who is that? What is it?
Is it her?
A tiny little figure walks out of the trees. Purple dress, red hair. Porcelain face. She's just right there.
It's Maisie.
The little doll just walks up, looks at CJ Soot, and looks up at the two of you.
Hi, Maisie.
What's next for us?
She points to CJ Soot. Dead on the beach. And that is where we'll end chapter 156. Blood from a Stone. Tale of Love and Dread in RPG.
Wow.
For the record, that was Lauren's visceral reaction, not London's.
Getting juicy.
It didn't click.
So.
Nobody's ever talked to her though.
Not
Face to
directly
face.
like that, no. I mean, some of you held a doll that looked like
Yeah.
that in Merkshire. And
Not while she was
No.
activated.
Actually, Conrad, she interacted with Conrad as he died.
Oh, that's
Conrad
right.
saw her and looked at her for help, and the little doll just looked at him and went. And then walked away.
Ah, that bitch.
Well, friends, that ends the island segment, where we learned a lot, and yet also learned that it was all lies. But also, was it all lies? CJ Soot doesn't know. Maybe there was some combined truth of something or another. But thank you so much to all of you for putting up with this silliness and this kind of Lost-style island experiment nonsense that we've been doing for the past, I think, 15 weeks? This had 2 Dreadstorms in it. And it was fun because we could use the sort of lens of the thing to look at other places. So, we saw we finally saw the Deleckergarten, we finally saw Tabakatos, we finally saw Longivus Mons. Did we see somewhere else through here as well? Did we do...
No. I don't know.
We'd seen all the others from other places, but we did some peeks at other places that were fun. This also was where, of course, we had the Mist Surge 13 episodes ago, where we killed almost all the characters who were out there. But yeah, with that, it's a lot to wonder about for the future of this game. And I think we're gonna have some people out next week, and then in a couple of weeks we're gonna have a thing. But we are now beginning. So just for you guys to know, that was 156. That was the 12th 13. So what happens now is the 13th 13. Can't be thinking of anything special for that, right? Should I reveal where that's going to take place? Should I tell you what you can expect next week? Or should we... Or do you guys want to be surprised?
Who wants to know?
Let the audience decide.
Yeah, let them
Yeah,
decide.
audience, if you... Yeah, we'll hold here a moment, and if people want to know now where we're going to be, how things will be functioning, we can let you know. Otherwise, we'll keep it a bit of a mystery. But thank you all for watching. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to you all. I'm sorry for your grisly deaths. I liked them, though, because they were all... And London and Zurich, however you die is so bad. How they died is fine compared to whatever's about to happen to you two.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm hearing yeses from people.
We have
Man.
yeses.
All right. Then I will reveal, as one might suspect, but also will have a very different energy to it. Next week, we will be returning to paradise. To end as we came into it. But paradise might have changed a little. After the Mist Surge and after all that has happened, Maisie may do a bit of reconfiguring of certain things. The Stone Man has been very angry in these intervening times. And you may have something to say. Or kind of talk in an unsettling way about it. Paradise isn't lost. Thank you, Book and Dagger. That's good. Paradise, isn't it Paradise? Is it Paradise Regained? Isn't that like his sequel? That Milton's sequel to Paradise Lost that he wrote?
I didn't know Milton was on that sequel train.
Is it called Paradise Regained? Yeah, John Milton. He wrote that was the follow-up. Yep. Very weird. So, cool. Well, yeah, we'll have some kind of Paradise restoration, and for those of you who've never been to Paradise, get ready, it's gonna be fun. So thank you all for watching. This was great. Thank you players, especially for sort of, since you guys split the party, we had multiple different energies there, and it was very good. Some heroic deaths and interesting endings, and yes, I will actually confirm, Montreal got sucked into his things. That was...
Extra juice.
I just said I had to do that because I told him when he took them, you're gonna die from these. Like, you will eventually get sucked into these fangs. So I was like, that had to have happened
That's
off screen.
So he was the one who bit Omaha, for
I don't
sure.
know.
Ah.
What do you think? Do you think he did?
Well, probably, but I would feel bad if I
I think you should
blamed him for that.
Well, they're all dead now, so.
Yeah, at this point.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know how I imagine it like ending if it was a movie? London like puts her cigarette out next to like CJ's like glasses that
Yeah.
I guess he disappeared, and then it just splatters with blood.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's a good one.
No, you guys probably died worse than that.
Yeah.
A
Well, that
blood
was-
splatter would imply like a momentary. Nah, it was probably worse.
Well, the
Um,
psychological torture probably lasted.
That never
Seemingly
ended
forever.
really. So yeah, thank you. Lots of fun here. We have all our games should be back this week. Join us on Sunday for Here Be Dragons at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. On Monday for the Dreamlands.
This schedule is slightly wrong that I'm putting in the chat, so sorry.
It's not super wrong. It's just the only thing is only Here Be Dragons. Wednesday's Top Flight Tales. So we should be back to the superheroes to see how things go with Top Flight or with Fiat and Meridian teaming up with Corinna to rescue Alice.
Nice.
So maybe even though London couldn't save Omaha, maybe Corinna can rescue Alice. And thus,
Hopefully.
Lauren and Liv's long romantic drama can carry
Star-crossed
star-crossed
affairs.
lovers. Even though that one's not really romantic, it's just what the scholars said later. It's all coded. It's brat coded. No, it's,
No, that's wrong.
different kind of code.
But the house that Cora, Luis, and Ted, that's brat coded.
That house was brat coded.
That house was brat coded. They had
They're-
brat summer every summer.
Their menage a trois house.
Yeah, brat coded.
They had a few like really good years there before Ted died because he couldn't live to see the Dodgers go to LA.
Yeah,
He had to
because
die
you're
before
mean
that.
to your
Yeah.
own.
To my own favorite character, yeah, he had to die and he couldn't never see that. But he got anyway. He had some cool times. Okay, so the point is, that's on Wednesday, and then a week from tonight, Blood from Stone. We're back. 157. The final 13 begins, or the 13th 13. Well, you know, all good things, etc. So go to our Discord to interact with us. Our YouTube to see old episodes, and the wiki to see how all these crazy things intersect. We have people to thank in chat.
We got a couple thank yous. We have Lauren Shuby has been here for subscribing for 6 months.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun! Thank you.
Yeah. Half a year, and almost halfway to 13. And also wanted to thank Chuckles Smithy for following this evening.
Thank you and welcome.
And just thanks everybody for being here and spending Friday with us.
It's been fun stuff. We really appreciate everybody watching this silliness. It's kind of this silly horror bloodbaths and orgies and bloodbaths. Sometimes in that order. Remember when you guys made a
No less.
remember when you guys made a sex plane?
That was weird. What a way to start the night.
All right,
Yeah.
silly stuff.
Yeah, that was how the night started.
That's how we eased into it. No one
And then
knew
I
we
got
ended.
killed by flying zombie dinosaur teeth.
That was right.
I genuinely had no clue what those gems were gonna do.
I elected to have them do that rather than one of the things they do because that was the most dramatic kind of.
Yeah.
There were some. I'll actually tell you about some of that stuff. But yeah, well, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Anybody want to plug anything they're up to? I know we don't always do that in this one, but if anyone wants to follow everyone's socials, all these wonderful people have cool socials and post things on it.
Oh, I got one.
Please.
I actually, so if you like bonsai, I do bonsai, so I do education on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I just made a video about a beautiful bougainvillea. Flowers are popping. It's really nice. Check that one out.
It's a
You're
great
gonna
little street.
It is a great story. I also watched it.
Can I tell you?
These trees.
Can I tell you that I haven't seen that story, but I just learned right now that I've been pronouncing something wrong for a long time.
How have you been pronouncing bougainvillea?
Bougainvillea.
Yeah, probably, right?
I thought
That's how I said it.
that there was an R in there. Is there not an R in there?
Bougainvillea.
Where's the R?
Yeah, like
Borgenvia.
Borgen. I thought it was Borgenvia.
No.
I used to call, because a lot of my friends growing up were Spanish speaking, and we'd always call it bougainvillea.
That's what I thought it was too.
Yeah,
But
me
then I
too.
learned it's a French word, so it doesn't have the AA in it. So it's Villia.
Oh, so I was actually I think I assumed it was French because I was thinking of beef bourguignon. Anyway.
Yeah.
Bourguignon Villa.
Incredible.
Well, on
Beef
that
plant.
appetizing note, thank you all so much for watching. This has been great. We'll see you next time. Farewell, Island.
Farewell.
Bye.
Adieu.
Until we speak again, have
Adieu.
a dreadful
Yeah.
night.
Bye.